understand that. Okay. Hello. Okay. And you explain the power of duplication. They may think like, oh, yeah, especially guys, when you tell them to use skincare, they go like, are you kidding me? Skincare, and you tell them it's not as simple as just shaving and leaving the house. You got to make sure you look good, and you tell them that if you use this, you can be able to duplicate that in your team. Because a lot of times, some guys, they may not understand, why do I have to use skincare? So you teach them about the power of duplication. Okay? And let them know that you need to get it back. And you give them whatever reason. You just say, oh, I promise my customer I'll let her try it. Or I promise my family or my brother that he'll get to try it. So I really need it back in 3 days. Okay, same thing. And the next scenario is, so prospect. Let's say this prospect, during the, follow-up, or even before the follow-up, let's say you go for the follow-up and the prospect says, gives you the list back and say, yeah, I don't think I can have the time to build the business, or whatever reason they give you. Same thing, you have the tote bag already, and you say, I want you to try this, introduce yourself to Caroline, and I'll pick it up in 3 days. Okay, you want to always be ready, because the minute every meeting is a chance for you to expose them to something else in the business. It could be, showing them a video of the function if they're excited, or it could be as simple as just sharing samples. Okay, so every chance you get to meet them, you've got to do more than is expected. Wow your customers and your prospects. Okay, now the next thing is number 5. Your friends. Tell your friends that when you meet them, you can tell them, hey, I just started, they may have a little small chat and they may ask you, well, how's everything going? You say, great, I just actually started my own business and I'm really excited about it. We have this skincare line, works out fine, and whatever, same line, just tell them and let them know I have this system I would love for you to try. Okay? Sometimes people may say, I already have a set of products that I'm happy with. So yes, I can understand that, but our system is half to 2/3 of the cost of premium lines out there. And you tell them it's no cost to you, but I would love to get your feedback. So tell your friends that too, and say, I'll drop it off at this time to your house and whatever. Okay? Then number 6, this is interesting. I'm sorry, I'm taking a little more time. This is the cold contact. Okay? So let's say you meet people out there, and if you have a business, everybody out there should be, your potential customer or your potential ideal. So you want to always be people conscious, dress sharp when you go out there, dress nice. Okay, you don't have to have a 3-piece suit or something, but dress nice. Okay, so let's say I just am leaving a restaurant, and then the hostess, may thank us, right? Usually they do that. Hi, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy your meal, or example, something like that. They service me, and I'll say, oh, thank you. By the way, your skin looks great. What do you use? That's a good compliment, starting light, and then let them talk. If your skin don't look good, don't say it looks good. Okay? Compliment something else, Say your blouse looks great. Where did you get that from? But saying the skin is easy, because if people already used to skincare and makeup, they will love to try a good brand. So if they have good skin, you say, you have good skin, what do you use? Let them talk, and then say, you know what, by the way, I have a hair company or a beauty company, and I would love for you to try our product for free. And then say, I want to drop off my sample kit. I want you to try it for 3 days. Take their number, give them your card, and ask them to give them their number and their card and their name. Okay, their name and number. And that's how you do it with a cool contact. Don't give it right on the spot. Just take the number, okay? Because cool contact, if you have never met them and you just give them, they may never appear again, So don't bring this out to a stranger and say, can you try this? No. That's not the way. Okay, get their name and number, and then book a time, to effect them. Okay. Okay, just a few last points. Use words like, I love this product, or the word love actually attracts people to listen, especially the ladies. When I talk to a customer or something, I let them know, and when I'm doing product demo as well, I tell people, these are products that we use and we love, and we just want to share it with you. It gets people attracted to what you're going to show them, and make sure you do a follow-up. So when you go back there and get back your folks, home, because this is a rotating set, so it may not be, because it takes a while. I know you can return to Amway and tell them it's a drop and shop and you want to change it to a new set. It really takes a long time. So yeah, it's up to you how you want to do it. But I suggest to do it fast. Your target is to get 8 clients a week. That's how you do 1,000 PV. I'll show you real quick in a minute. So you want to do it fast, and every 2-3 days just rotate that skincare set. And you could have 2 or 3 sets just to go faster, okay, in the business. But the more you give out, it's a numbers game in this business. The more you give out, the more you can get back. Okay, so invest, and and when you meet them to drop off to get back this thing, ask them, how did you like it, and they'll tell you, oh, I love this, that, and then you can give them a catalog. Guys, this costs you $1. Please don't skimp on it. Give it to people and tell them, and because when they look through, they will want to buy more stuff. And when you meet them, I give you a tip is you can recommend them a supplemental product, like an eye cream. Most people will want to buy an eye cream. Most girls, they need eye cream. Like I had a customer, she told me, oh, I need an eye cream. I need a good eye cream. So you tell them about the eye cream. They could buy the essentials, the cheapest one, or they could go for a higher range, like a youth extend, or even luxury. Or they can go for exfoliating products, like the scrub. Or they can go for this amazing product, okay, the skin refinishing lotion. Makes your skin like baby soft. So you can recommend 1 or 2, and then tell them that if they want it, they can order that as well, and then get referrals. Okay. So I give you an example. If you do 8 customers a week, okay, with supplemental products, you get about 30 to 50 PVs per customer, and that gets you about 1,000 PV a month personal. Okay. Profit will be, with your bonuses, will be close to 13 to 1500 every single month. So students, you guys should focus big time, on your skincare. And when you duplicate that down, your team this way, okay, you will be making about 5,000 to 6,000 PV if everybody you teach 3 other people to do the same thing. 5,000 to 6,000 PV is great, and then you teach them to do to teach 3 more. This looks like your fast track, and then they get their balance points and all that, right? And then you can after that grow 3 more, and that gets you to
Diamond.
That's how Teresa Danzig did it. She just does 1,000 PV person, and she teaches a lot of people to 1,000 PV person. So I'm over time anyway. Back to the Wow. Never get enough to learn from our
Yes.
So the best one. But we're gonna move on to the next program, recognition. So we're gonna do like really fast because we're kind of like running behind. I see new people that if you feel like if you don't know me, then you if you don't know me, you're gonna have to raise your hand and dance. Oh no. Okay, you guys need to stand up and okay, so I would like to welcome the new people that are coming tonight. And if you come here, this is the first time come to our meeting, please stand up. What's your name and who invited you? They're one line of excitement. Me? Sorry. My name is Sophia. Can introduce me, and I'm here learning. Thank you, Sophia. Okay, so I'm new too, so my name is so the next one is this is like the time to show up. Well, not to show up, it's like to to have your team duplicate what you've done the last week. So whoever done the work in your business, please stand up, share what you did. If you did SAM, STP, sign up for some sales, please stand up and share. All right. Woo!
Hi everyone, my name is Diana, and I'm so excited about my business being open 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Woo!
I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming about. I showed 4 clients this week since last Saturday, and this this week I have 2 new customers. But like Lois said, they're customers that are new, but they have had exposure to artistry before in the past. So they're familiar with the product and they are just seeking out a distributor who sells the product. So I didn't have to work so hard. It was just about connecting with them. I sold Youth Extend, the cream set, and the eye cream. And the other customer, I sold the balancing skincare set and the pore mask. And oh yeah, she ordered scrubs. She's gonna get next week. And she took samples of the energy drinks because her parents love energy drinks, and she wanted to let them try. And so she's going to, next week also order pieces of energy drinks.
Wow.
Hi, this is Santosh Smita here. From Appliance Platinum Summer Seminar from California. I showed 4 plants last week.
We had a and some QI also in that. So we are getting us 2 new signups.
Wow.
So, yes, also.
Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Rita. I am really excited today because my mom's like my best customer, but and she so she's like telling me, we were kind of brainstorming on how we can make us customers want the next one, and then I mentioned to her that I mentioned to her like the honey bars and how it's really low price, but it's really well. And because I've been using it because I've been like on and off getting eczema, but when I use that bars, it does not irritate me. It actually helps it go away. Even faster. So I take my lecithin and then I wash with the honey bars. It's just amazing. Like it's completely gone. And I've never felt my skin smoother. So I really loved it. So I was just sharing to her like, this is a really good product. It's a good introductory product. Just like what you guys were sharing for the cleaning. But there's more like I told her, okay, so if you sell each one for $15 or $20 and you sell like 10 of them, you make over $100 profit.
Wow.
So she was really excited
What's
about
the cost?
that. The cost is like $5, I think. But it's
People are calling.
yeah. So I started to sell for that price. So she ordered first she said, can you order 10? And that's I texted her, can I get 10? She was like, actually, she gave me $100 bill. She was like, order all these as many as you can. So that was 18 honey bars. So we're gonna.
I thought 1,800 bars.
It will be soon. Yeah. We're gonna go to a bunch of people's homes, and that'll be like an introductory product. But even little things like that, getting excited about it can help you make a lot of profit. So that's my
Anybody? Okay.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening.
My name is Doris. This week I customer for the luxury ice cream.
Wow.
She came to my house and she asked me she say I like this product but I need more for these bags in here. And she say, what you recommend for the hair? Because your hair is low.
Mm-hmm.
And I recommend because she say it's more too much stress.
Oh.
And and I recommend that perfect bag or double egg. And she say, how much is the cost? And I show the catalog, and she say, okay. My mom too, she have cholesterol, and she say, I buy the other vitamins and sprouts.
Yes.
And she say, the vitamins contain cholesterol.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Right.
Proud?
Yes.
She buys
Omega.
Omega. In
Oh.
Omega, range.
Yes, and she said, no, stop, no, but Omega no is good for you. And I recommend Omega, and I tried the demo for the body, and she said, okay, next week you order for me Omega and maybe perfect pack or double.
Wow.
Oh, okay, real quick. We'll be real quick. Okay, Yeow-Heng and Louis super excited. This week we had a few things. Okay, couple of follow-ups, bunch of follow-ups from last week's plans. Even.
Yeah, and this week I had 3 new customers. I'm so excited. Actually, 2 of them came from plan. One of them actually came from a plan that we showed like 2 years ago.
Awesome.
And because we've been, just friendly and keeping in touch, and she's like asking Yeow-Heng, hey, where's your wife? I need to get vitamins. I say, okay. So I went all the way and meet her, and it was a great time. And then she bought over $100 of vitamins. And then another customer is a plan that we just showed recently. I signed her up for an account online, and she's placing a bunch of orders tomorrow. So we sold a lot, like skincare. We sold vitamins, a lot of vitamins and some cleaning products. But I want Diana to share real quick, one line. Like, how did you do that customer that you got a account?
Yes.
Maryland. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
correct. Yes.
So, Marilyn, yes, she basically, when I first started business, I was really excited, of course, and I just moved from Maryland here. So I didn't know anyone here. So what I did was I sent an email to all my friends in Maryland stating that, hey guys, and this is something they recommend not to do. I did everything they said not to do. And so that's why I'm, going diamond. Actually, I didn't know that because I was so excited. I did everything all at once. Probably that day that I signed up, I went and I did all these things. And I emailed like all my friends, and one of them emailed me back, and she was like, "Congratulations! I'm so happy for you. I'm familiar with Artistry products. I love their products." And she said, "Thank you for letting me know that you sell the products because, I would like to buy something from you." Since then, she never bought me any more, but of course, friends. Okay. So I did something for you, and to add the friends. And I added on there. I think it reminded her of the artistry. Right away, probably that day that I added her in the group, he messaged me on Facebook and said, Diana,
She was glad that
she said that she was using another skincare line called Mirage. So much happy. She wants to send
Later.
So it's just about keeping in touch with people. Really, it's very easy.
Great.
The Facebook group is so great. I love it. I love it so much. Basically, you just go to your Facebook page and you create a group. It's so easy. And you put your retail website on there. Yeah. So that people can automatically click on there and shop on your website. And on there, you put in advertisements of our like Neutroid, of our so all about our products, of the articles, 4 major found that not what they say. Walmart, Walgreens, GNC, and Target. They check the vitamins in there instead of like the actual thing. They put house plants, they put powdered rice, they put asparagus, and the ones that said gluten free, they put wheat in there. on there. And the nice thing is in your group, it shows how many people got that. And so many people look at that. And I put like articles about Sandra Bullock using our one on there, you know, amongst all the other celebrities. She was the first one, and you know, so I put that on there, and from that I created several customers who straight away come to me and say, you know, maybe even people that kind of knew what I was doing, but they didn't take action. Now they took action, you know, and they're like, oh wow, you know. So anyway.
Mufi, Alicia, you guys want to share something? You guys are muted. You guys want to share something? Mufi, Alicia? Okay. No, okay, never mind. Let's carry on.
Well, me myself, I'm gonna share what I did last week. I sold like first of all, I sold 4 plants and 5 new houses from 3 years ago all the way from whatever. So anyway, I sold so many products this week. I can't imagine, like, if I keep doing this, I'm like, I mean, seriously, I have sold like 4, I have like a couple follow-ups and 5 new customers. I sold from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and I have ordered today. So, and then this weekend I'm with my friends with making ice cream and you know things. I booked appointment already, and for plus I sold so many things. So I sold 1,000 sets for men, and then 2 kits of access energy. And then I sold the 4 sets of essential, the skincare, and all of them are hydrating system. And I sold the youth extend with the eye cream, and I sold the woman pack. I sold 4 of them, 4 free. I'm not
But you showed the plans too, right?
Yeah,
you showed the plans.
Yes, I used the.
That's important. It's not about selling. It's about.
So yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
So and then I saw so many products. I don't even remember. I can't keep up with it. You know, the Nutrilite RCT. Oh, and then I did Omron. I did Omron yesterday. No, on Wednesday. Was it? Yeah, Wednesday. And I went there within like 15 minutes. I sold 3 things: Limitory and Woman Pack and Invisible. Yeah, and I just say, okay, this is, I text her and then I told her this is what you recommend. But of course I told her, you know, it's not going to work if only if you are not listening what I say to you. Here, do not eat too late at night. Do not eat too much carbs. You do all of this red meat and you know, and then you have and she was so happy. And then I messaged her that I do also see the so we are booking for the skin a bit more, you know, so.
Yeah. Yeow-Heng, we can share if you want.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi everyone, we are Mufad and Ifia, proud to be sponsored by Yeow-Heng Lewis and Upland Diamonds Sony. And we are very excited to be plugging in every Friday and listening to you guys. So inspirational to us. Thank you so much. And we had a fantastic week. We signed up a new IBO right on the spot. And the IBO from last month is ready to order his first order by himself with a lot of clients and a grand opening happening. And I had a personal new person retail for Cal MacD. She is my kid's babysitter, and I just told her, you know, since you're older, I would recommend this vitamin, and she just ordered it on the spot. So very exciting things happening, and looking forward to, you know, a lot of grand openings and, you know, duplicating you guys' success in Portland. And also we have a BBS coming up, very excited in Seattle on February 28th, Emeralds from Kakani team.
Wow. That's how we said they are plugging me for Portland, Oregon. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, wow, awesome. So we're going to whoever qualified for the second week, please stand up. No, never mind. Okay, never mind. So we're gonna skip. So we're going to continue to the education system. Now we're going to the system engineering. So important of associates in book and CD. So this is like another education that we can learn in besides the meetings that we have. So this will be presented very young generation. We call it Gen Y.
The amazing.
And the amazing Gen Y leader of the Denver. His student, he also works. He have a part-time job, and he also has a full-time multi-millionaire donor business. So that's welcome. Wait, Pia. Look at all the students.
Hello, everybody. This is Tina, part of Newfoundland, Growth Center, Regina, who's manufacturing team all the way up to Nick and Post Study. Super excited about this business, super excited to be part of this awesome team. And I really every time I come here, I just feel like, wow, I feel like the growth is, happening, and we're all just coming here and we're being persistent and just come to meetings, and that really is what sets us apart from like us and the average IBO and active. Those people that just sign up and don't do anything. So you should be proud of yourself. Yeah. Those people not Yeow-Heng. But those are, that there are people who are hibernating or, just dead. That's a good thing, and I'm proud of all of us for being here. Yes. But, I'm really super excited to talk about this topic, the importance of books and CDs. For me personally, it's definitely made like a huge difference for me. In the beginning, I know when I signed up, I used to come to Pase, and I was really more excited about association, which I think for a lot of people, that's what people are excited about, to be around winners and to be around people who create an environment that's really magnetic and really positive. And it's really rare to find environments like that, because especially for Gen Y, they go to parties and there's drinking, drugs, just really immoral and things that are happening. So for people to come to these places, like association, it's really what draws people, and that's what drew me in. But as for books and CDs, I'm a college student, so when you tell me to read, I'm like, no, I don't want to read. I already have to read for my classes, and it's painful. I don't like to read for my classes. It's boring stuff that I never felt was of any value to me. I never felt that stuff I was going to use for my life. The books just really cost me a lot of money. I remember every semester I was spending, my dad was buying it, but he was spending an additional $1,000 for my books, which I honestly never read. They were just sitting in my closet, and they still are to this day. I just give them to my friends now. But that's not the point. But that's why I think I was really hesitating to read and stuff, because I just didn't understand. Oh my goodness, I'm already I was hesitating to read because I didn't understand the value. But really, once I started to read, right away, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe books like this exist. Because in my mind, I think books are just things you have to read for a grade, or I don't know, that's how school programs you. I didn't really understand that you need to read to grow yourself. And I don't like to bring my religion to things, but even in our religion, the first word in our book is read. That's the very first word, because it's really important to read. But why do we need to read? So I did give, a bit of thought before putting a list of things, and I was just thinking for myself, why do I need to read to grow a big business? And then I thought, well, okay, I'm part of this really great company, Amway, right? And we have PWW, so together we have a great system. Basically, Amway has provided for us all the products, the services, they take care of like all the research, they take care of everything, you guys, for us. It's all taken care of. BWW has provided us with all the tools, all the education, all of the, like pretty much everything that we need is handed to us in this matter. So what is it that we need to take to grow a big business? Because everything else is taken care of. So why are we not yet diamond? And I think it's really the difference is to change ourselves. And you know, Yeow-Heng and Lois always emphasize that we need to increase our self-image. And that's really what's going to make us go diamond. Like, for example, if I, let's say, like our upline, Nick and Paro Sony give me their business, but I think to rise my level of my self-image level and my confidence and all that. I mean, I don't know. If I could, I would have that business right now. So that's why for me, I made it my goal to read a lot more, especially this year. I'm aiming to read at least 20 books. I did make it a little easier for myself, so I'm like gonna pick up smaller books. But just because I like books that are straight to the point, and I feel like I can read and finish and then move on to the next book. But whatever you feel like you are comfortable with, if you like to just read 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day to start off with, it's okay. At least you're doing something. It's better than nothing at all. And you know, standing order, we have a program which is a program that we subscribe to every month. And by the way, that doesn't mean that you just subscribe to it for 1 month and then that's it. It needs to be consistent. Like every single leader in society, not just in Amway, every single successful person, every person who's been able to influence so many people has consistently reads and associated with people who are like-minded. So that's why we have to do that. Otherwise, we're not going to grow a big business, and that's the truth. So the standing order program is about $50 to $60 a month, and on that month. And you might think, oh, like, I'm a student, that's what I thought, like, that's kind of expensive for me, like, might I pay for everything? Well, I went and got a job. so it was hard. It was really hard for me to get a job because I was used to my dad, like, pay for everything, like, life was good, you know. After that, I would get, like, my, I would get, like, an allowance and stuff, but I realized, like, I'm a business owner now, and I can't rely on anyone, I can't rely on my dad. I really appreciate his help, but I have to start working hard. Like, for example, or not Philippines. Okay, the guy who software, he got the job to Mark Zuckerberg, for example, he's a like a millionaire, right?
Billionaire.
Yeah. So
Michael's right.
yeah, but when he started, it was just in his garage or his basement or wherever, you know. Probably one of those weirdos, like, you know, people make fun of those people in society, but he is like one of the, I think he's the youngest, wealthiest person. So he invested in his business. He worked as a pizza delivery guy so that he could fund his business. And for people that might have been laughable, but look at him now, you know, he's probably laughing at all of us. You know, that's the difference. Also, another great thing about this program is not just about you and I, individual, but like when you have a big team, you can't, like let's say you have a team of 1,000 people, you cannot sit down with each individual person and teach them every single skill that they need to develop, every single thing that they need to improve, every single, like, you know, whatever it needs to be. You can't do that with 1,000 people because, like, you as an individual only have 24 hours. You can't put that towards just sitting down with people and teaching them things. That's not a great way to invest your time. So with standing order, it's a way of mass, like educating your team. So it's a really smart thing, but it starts with us. We have to do it first before the example. You can't get a team who's all in standing order without you doing it first. So even if you don't have a team yet, still just say, well, I have to set the example, and then I will attract people who will do those things. That's all things that I had to learn, you know. But I'm like running out of time, so I'm going to get things done. Also, you know, like our goal is to go diamond and have a really big team, but the only way that we can have a big team and influence people is to develop ourselves, because we all came in as like, you know, pretty average people, right? But like, excuse me, so we came in as average people, but how are we going to influence so many people if we're just average people? Like, we don't, you know, we weren't taught those things, but for us to have a team of thousands of people, we need to learn those skills so we can influence. Otherwise, you have a dead team with no excitement, with no nothing, you know? So, you know, the more you read, the more you grow as a person, and the more you grow, it will reflect on your business. So, and
Wow.
Okay. Also, something I learned from a book that Diana lent me was called Eat the Frog, which I think was really good. It's about, like, you know, not procrastinating.
Yummy or?
Yeah. Lots of protein. What he mentioned in that book is all of us, like, have, you know, when we think of, like, how can I be more effective and how can I do things that will help me grow my business, we learn to schedule or prioritize our schedule, but we should also remember to schedule our priorities. Our priorities should be, you know, association, read at least like 20 to 30 minutes a day and listen to at least one CD. But when I say at least, that doesn't mean that you should stop there. If you want a big business, then you got to increase your dosage of CDs. And like when we go to functions and we learn from multimillionaires, we get super excited. Like when Angelo or like when we were at FED and Angelo, I just like lost it, you guys. Like I was just like, oh my god, like oh my god, he's one of my favorite speakers. So when he got up there, and then I was like thinking, well, how come I don't feel that super excited when I listen to it? Because it's really the same thing. Like every day should be a function in our car, you know. Mm-hmm. And every day when we're reading, it should be a function in our head. So like, whoa, this is so exciting because we're literally learning from multimillionaires all across the world. So I think that's something that you will realize when you read, like, wow, I'm really learning some great things. And like, I brought some books that really helped me. This is one of the books I read when I was in New York, called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Wow. I would definitely recommend this to everyone. Like, even if they're not in this business, this is such a great book. And this is what made me more confident about talking to people. This is what made me more confident to talk to people about business. Because he talks about the difference between regular traditional business and being an employee and just different things like that by explaining how his dad and how his friend's rich dad had different lifestyles, even though his friend's rich dad didn't even go to college, but he was a very wealthy guy. He was like a rich guy. So when I read this, I really understood the value of our business and like what it really takes to be successful in our society. And after I read this, I was like, wow, I can really help people. I didn't just feel like I'm out there to sell or get people. Like, this really helped me. So I would definitely recommend that. This book too was Diana was always telling me to read this book, and I was like, gosh, okay, I'm going to read this. This is about personalities, different types of, and there's four. But I don't want to go because I'm like already past my time. But this is really good if you, especially planning to have a big team. You're going to be dealing with so many different personalities, and this is going to like simply tell you the different temperaments of people and how to deal with those people. Because like you want to make sure that you don't hurt people or you don't treat them in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable. But with this book, you'll really get an understanding of how to talk to people. You don't even need to be like a psychologist, you know. Oh my God, this book is so awesome. This book, after I read it, like that's when my business started changing because I understood that the difference. Well, I understood like I have to go through a certain amount of numbers to get a certain amount of results. And for me, it's just like, oh, okay. If I show like one plan that month, of course no one's gonna sign up. Like I have to show a certain amount to get a certain amount of. And he has like a ratio actually in there. Like you show 10 plans, you'll get 5 people excited, and 3 people will sign up. 1 will be core, or whatever. I'm not sure what the exact ratio is, but it's a really good book for people too. And then this book, The Compounding Effect. Oh my God. Read this, you guys. This is amazing. I was so excited about this. I called Diana right up. Like every chapter I think I used to call Diana. I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I felt so like amazed that he talks about the little things that we change and the things that we change, we do them over a long period of time consistently. And that's what grows our business. So those little things like reading every night, you might think it's not doing much, but it really is. It's going to increase our self-image. Listening to CDs, you might think is not doing much. But it really is. Over time, it's going to make you from an average person to a multimillionaire. And when you have that mindset, the results will follow, definitely, So I went way over my time, and there's still a lot of things I didn't cover, but I'm really passionate about this topic because I love to read now. Every time I get home, the two things I miss the most is reading and then my cat. That's why I look forward to and I read my books, and I feel like when I wake up in the morning, I'm just super positive. I know because I'm reading every night. So, all of us can definitely keep growing, and we have to outnumber everybody in book communities, and I know we can be just making a huge influence in BWW. So, with that, thank you for letting me speak, and back to our lesson.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Phenomenal. Be perfect fit tonight. Okay, so we're done, guys. All right, so who wanted to watch TV? Yeah. Okay, so we are going to watch TV. I'm gonna pick Mickey Mouse tonight. Okay.
Who's cooking, who's most?
Oh, I think I messed up this thing. So first we're going to watch the Founder Diamond, and he is coming to Denver this month on the 27th. Mm-hmm. But he's a Founder Diamond, and then has a Founder Diamond, and he's an accountant, and his wife has
And they're coming to Denver.
and his wife has a master's degree in botany.
Botany.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is, but it sounds fancy name. So, it must be well educated. But they are his wife retired already from this business. I mean he's because of the business he's retired very young. So they're coming to Denver on the 27th. We don't want to miss that. Mm-hmm. So let's enjoy.
Yes, we had our master's degrees in different fields. I had my degree in botany, but we were no masters at building this business when we got started. And if we were to start our business from scratch tomorrow, one thing I would change is stop hiding in the aisles when we start would meet new people. Jokes apart, basically I would do things to overcome my fear and increase my belief in the business. And one way you can do that is by plugging into the system. And what that means is that I would listen to more CDs, read more books, and go to all associations. And go to all the associations where my upline was and where I qualified to be at. And also, when I would go to the association, I would soak in all the information like a sponge, but also go back and apply all that information to grow our own business. And those of you who have little kids, just make sure that those kids are your reason to build this business and not an excuse. Find a reliable, good babysitter who can watch your kids when you go out to build a business. I would also use the system more to get a great positive attitude so that I won't get discouraged when people say no. Life comes in the way. People are going to react the way they're going to react. You cannot control that, but you can control your own reaction. And the way you can learn that is by plugging into the system and again learning from CDs and from the books and from the association. So just go out and build your business. If we have to do if we have to do the things that we did to build this business all over again, we are willing to do that because it's so much worth it. The kind of lifestyle we have today, whatever hard work we did, it was all worth it. So go out and build it and enjoy your life.
Okay. One of the best opportunities you get to hang around successful people is through a business opportunity like this. One of the things that I would do would be to associate everywhere and hang around success. In our life, with a regular job that I had never had an opportunity to hang around people who were going somewhere in life and and had success to show. This business gave me an unlimited access to financially free people. And what I would do if I were you, I would start associating everywhere. All I would try to find out is that if that association I qualify for or not. And we started doing that. It took us a little bit of time, but we built a bond, a relationship with our upline, and we just wanted to be everywhere our upline was. In fact, there was one trip that our upline went on where we could not go. And that created a big pull for us, and that was the Go Diamond weekend, when our sponsors, Kankan and Samina, were brand new silvers. And we said, man, this is not right, because we wanted to be everywhere they were. And this one trip, they went to Florida, and they didn't take us with them. That was not good for us, right? So that created a pull, and I would do that. We made the decision to be in constant communication with our upline. And I would encourage you to do the same thing. Talk to your upline, because your upline has a lot of experience, they have a lot of insight into the business. And why learn from your own, you'll be making mistakes, but why make so many mistakes when you can avoid many of them if you talk to your upline constantly? Because all of us have ideas, and we come up with all these nice, great things that is going to revolutionize our business. Check with your upline before doing it, because it may save you some time, some energy, and some money. Another good thing that all of us need to do is to put a list of names together. And when you start putting a list of names together, I would recommend that you don't prejudge anyone. When you start putting your A list, B list together, don't prejudge anyone. Don't try to make a decision or financial decision for somebody else. Let them make that decision themselves. So don't prejudge anyone. Put everybody on your list. Some of you, brand new, you're thinking of some relatives, some friends that you have who are like, probably got a little bit of a negative attitude towards this business or towards you starting a business. That's fine. One thing I would recommend is, if you find somebody really negative, sit them down and show them the plan. Just draw the circle, show them the plan. What are they going to do at the end of that plan? They're going to say, no, this is not for me, and they're going to be negative. Just tell them, listen, I already knew you were not going to join the business. I was just practicing on you. I'll make them more mad. Right? But you got to do that. You've got to go through that, those people. Unless you've gone through your A and B list, your business is not really started. Don't have what we call as a chicken list. Just show the business to everybody. Some will get in, some will not. So what? Right? But your list can be never ending. Sonik and I started, meeting new people and building our C list. That's another thing I would encourage you to do. In this business, like many other people, before us have said, you need to be profitable. You need to have a balance between width and depth. And that's one more thing that I would, work towards if I was a new IPO. I would sponsor a batch of people, like Brian talked about, registering 12 IPOs personally. If you see, you could have one good IPO leg in your business, but one leg is not going to be profitable for you. You need to have the right structure. So make sure that you build a business in width, that's profitability, and then depth. And your upline is going to be working with you, building your depth in a couple of legs of yours, and that builds security. Because when you sponsor somebody, the first thing that you could do is help them sponsor somebody. That way you lock in people. Okay? So you want to build a balance between width and depth. Diamond is all about, what I understand, Diamond is all about going platinum and helping 6 other people go platinum. Now, what you need to learn really is not how to go diamond in this business. Your goal is to learn how to be a platinum in the business, a solid platinum with a good structure, with good profitability. If you could do that, and you duplicate that over 6 different legs of yours, you're a diamond guy. Is that difficult to do? I don't believe it. I don't believe it's difficult to do, because Sonik and I have done it. There's so many other people who, went before us and have done it. Can you do it in the next 12 months, 18 months, 24 months? You definitely can be a platinum and help 6 people. I got free from my job. It's been over 7 years since I worked a job. I got free by the time we had hit the emerald level. It's been over 7 years, guys, that we haven't woken up to an alarm clock. This business definitely works. It'll work for you if you do your foundation right and build your platinumship right and help other people do the same. All right? Thank you.
We're going to watch one more video, which is the diamond.
Which is going on right now.
We are.
But this is from last year.
Yeah, this one is 2014. It happened in Hawaii, Kona, Hawaii.
We're here with our heroes and our families and love you guys.
Those diamonds are not only the old people. They're from the grandparents, grandma and grandpa, Tanto and Tantaga, all the way to the, like I mean, in the mid-30s and early 30s. Tony and Papa and then are, they're very successful. So, we can't wait to see our pictures of the world. So, for that, we are done with the TV, and we are going to have one more thing. So, to symbolize your business, my my own sponsor and upline, and my best friend, and yeah, everything. So my sister and my mom. Oh my goodness! Yeah, when she was like the same time we born. So anyway, she will teach us, to symbolize our business. Start with the dream and how to show you how to teach you how to plan. Awesome. All right, he's excited. Oh my goodness, are you sure you're excited? Yeah. All right, you guys. I'm so proud to be here. I'm so privileged to be standing here teaching you guys about how to dream and show the plan. My name is Diana Kudar. I'm so proud to be in the line of sponsorship of Yeow-Heng and Lois, and Ignacio and Doris, EDC, Diamonds, Nick and Carol Sony in Atlanta, Georgia. And my topic is so very important, but it's also hard finishing up because everyone did such a great job tonight. And I had to pick and choose of what I should talk about since all the great speakers pretty much stole a lot of what I was going to talk about. But Peter, you did an awesome job. Everyone clap for Peter. Oh my goodness, that was like easy talk right there. You did an awesome job, and also Yeow-Heng, you did a great job talking about and Sunisa and Sunshine. I have to write it down and memorize. Sorry about that. You did a wonderful job with the LOC presentation. Thank you so much, and thanks, Doris and Ignacio, for having us here at your home. We really appreciate it. Guys, my topic is about the dream and showing the plan. And I thought about this, and before I forget too, I learned so much from Lois. Lois, thank you so much for teaching us. We can go diamond just by following that artistry program. It's about putting the work ethic there and thinking of a plan and just putting the action behind it. And I'm definitely going to take that, and so I can grow to 1,000 TV every month. So thank you, Lois. So my topic is dreams and showing the plan. So when I thought about this topic, there a lot of things came into my mind. But essentially, what it comes down to is that I think everyone here wants to be successful, right, in our business, and that's why we're here. That's why we're learning, and we push ourselves to become better. And so that's why we are separated from the general mass of people. And just like Peter was saying, like the compound that talks about numbers, and so does Alan Pease's book, Questions Are the Answers, they talk about numbers. The same thing here, we are, a percentage of a population that's really interested in becoming successful and becoming wealthy in ongoing business. So there are people here that are, financially free. So, usually financially free individuals are
emeralds and above, right? Most of the time, at emerald, you can be financially free and you can retire. And here is everyone else. And you know what really separates and what makes the difference between everyone else here and here? Like we're trying to move into this direction, but will everyone make it? The numbers say no, right? Not every single person.
All those who choose.
All those who choose to make it will choose. And all those who choose to make it have big dreams. You know, the dream is really what fuels us to do what we want to do, short term and long term. You know, when we wake up, what excites us? What makes us motivated to go through our day and be excited and happy? You know, that what we've accomplished that day has been productive and something that we feel proud and happy about. And, you know, if you have a good dream, then you know that what you're doing every day is bringing you closer and closer to your dreams, you know. And so this right here, the dream is going to fuel, you know, everyone to become here. And not that emeralds and diamonds, they also have bigger dreams. They have very, very big dreams, and that's why they continue to grow their business. And, you know, so the reason why we need to find a dream is so that we can get to, in my opinion, get here. And sometimes we start in the business not knowing our dream. Sometimes we start in the business because we have a dream already and we didn't know how to accomplish that. And this is a great vehicle for that. But a lot of times, you know, also for younger generation, you know, they don't know what do they want to accomplish, but they know that they want to not work a job until they're 65 or 85 or 95 years old. And so, but it's important to know and identify your dream. What do you want to accomplish? Because we only have so much time on this earth. You know, this is the way I look at it. We were born, that's a fact. We're going to die, and that's a fact. What we choose to do between those times is totally up to us. And that's what makes successful, wealthy people choices make them that way versus someone's choices throughout the day to have the lifestyle that they have. So important. Step number one, identify your dream. Know exactly, you know, what you want in your life, and then all the how-tos will come easily. It'll just come, you know, with your belief and your hard work, it will come for you. I'm just finishing up a book called Simply Rich, and it's about the co-founder and you know, founder of Amway. Oh my goodness, this is an amazing book. Everyone should read this. It so inspired me to see that these two best friends, they had a dream. They had a dream, but they didn't know exactly what it would look like. But their dream was to own a business. Guys, you know, they tried so many different businesses. They tried so many, like 5, 6 different businesses. You know, they just went out there, they worked hard, they tried, and then, you know, they tried something else, and then they tried something else. And from each experience, they grew themselves. And then that prepared them for Amway when it came to them. So, you know, like their dream was to be business owners, but they didn't know that they would be owners of Amway and that they would have multi-billion-dollar companies. They're, you know, wow, they're very, very successful people. Why? Because they never ever let anybody affect them in what they wanted to have for their life. And for them, and you know, Rich DeVos said that for him it was natural that he didn't get affected by other people saying no or not wanting to, you know, be a part of anything that what he's doing because probably he had a big dream. And so I think that if we can all protect our own dreams from people who may want to bring you down unintentionally, or maybe they have small dreams and they may think that you also have small dreams, you know. So our job is to protect our dreams, you know, hold our head up high and go out there and work hard to build our business. Now the second part, you know, so the first thing is the dream, and now once you have your dream, You just have to learn how to accomplish your dream. And that part is pretty easy when you have a lot of belief. When you believe that no matter what, you're going to have a big business, it's going to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to know that no matter what you do, you're going to have a big business, and that's it. Nobody can take that away from you. We're going to consistently, persistently pursue that, because once you understand that and you put your foot on your ground, just like any persistent child who does that, you'll know they will get what they want eventually. Somehow they know, because they're consistent and persistent enough. So we have to be like that for our own dreams and for our own future. Whether it's for our family, for our kids, for our moms, our dads, for our future children, for our future spouses, or just for ourselves. Whatever that reason is, we should, in my opinion, pursue that and go for our dreams. Otherwise, we'll be like average individuals, which is fine, but for average individuals, but not for people who want to be above and beyond average like us. So how do you do that? Well, you have to learn how to show the plan. Isn't that easy? Wow. I worked pretty hard in college. I studied a lot, to get straight A's. I got straight A's in college. So, I wanted to go into the medical field, and I studied really hard because I wanted to be excellent, and because I knew in my mind I would have an A in this class. So I had that in my mind, so I got the A in the class. The same thing in this business, and same thing in anything else in your life. When you have that mentality, and it's not because I'm a smart person, because it's not, I'm not like that, but in my mind I said, I'm going to have this, and it came. So now learn how to show the plan. This is just a skill that you need to learn from your upline, and the reason why you need to do this is so that you can grow a business. The advantage of this business is we have so much help. We have so many coaches. At the same time, when you have a lot of help, that can delay your business. Because when someone else is helping you too much, it can actually make you a little bit handicapped. So you're not really experiencing the business yourself. So what you need to do is, when you're brand new, have your upline help you a few times to show the plan, and you just learn from them. Another way to learn how to show the plan is to come to open meetings every Tuesday. Because when you come to open meetings on Tuesday nights, there's going to be someone qualified who's actually showing the plan. And when they're showing the plan, know that they're highly qualified to be there, and that's enough reason for us who are not yet up there showing the plan to take a lot of notes, to study how this person is showing the plan. Because we're going to take that and duplicate it, and we're going to show the plan then to other people so we can grow our business. So every open meeting, come prepared with a notepad and with a clear thought to learn how to show the plan. And another way to learn how to show the plan is by using a DVD. So there's a DVD that comes in a literature pack, and this is such a great way to learn on your own. You just listen to that DVD. And what I did, like when I heard that audio slideshow, I wrote down every single thing that person was saying when he was showing the plan. And I did that through Yeow-Heng and Lewis's webspace. I just wrote down because I wanted to learn what this person is saying to teach people what this business is like. So get the list pack and study the DVD. And another way is on one-on-one. So bring your upline with you or your sponsor, and meet with some of your friends or family who you would like to share this opportunity with, and your sponsor will come with you and show the plan. Now, when your sponsor is showing the plan, should you be over there in the corner, eating and drinking, and, while your upline is over here, doing all the hard work? Well, if you do, then you've missed out on an opportunity to learn how to show the plan. So really your job is to be a student and to sit there and watch and learn what your upline or sponsor is saying, how they're communicating with the person, and so many things. So watch and observe so you can grow faster. And why do we do this? Why are we learning how to show the plan? Because the key to this business is that the more plans we show, the bigger business that we can grow. And really, it's like we all are talking about, it's all about numbers. So, initially when you first start, the numbers might be bigger. So, like, for example, let's say you're showing 20 plans, and our goal is to sponsor about 4 to 5 people from the 20 plans. Now, if you only show 5 plans, do you think you can sponsor 4 or 5 people? No, because the numbers aren't high enough, right? There's a chance maybe you were lucky and in that batch there's one really sharp individual, but that's luck. So in this business, we need massive amounts of numbers. So just run through the numbers, have a list, get that all prepared, and that's something else that we'll talk about later. Once you start, learning, I think most of us have learned that. But really, show the plans. How do you show the plans a lot? Have the belief that you're going to show the plan a lot. Get that in your mind. Don't let anybody, stop you from doing what you want to accomplish your dreams. And I know that might sound harsh, but that's kind of how I feel. And really, the hardest is just being able to as long as you're able to deal with what we call ignorant people who really just don't know anything about this sort of business. If you're really able to handle people who are like that, then this business is very simple. You can grow a very big business as long as you can handle that. And once people see that you're pretty confident and firm in your business and your belief and you have a dream, they see that and they don't have to. And I found that from the very beginning of when I started till now, I see the difference in how people react when I am, speaking to them about business, when they have very low belief in a business like this. So, how did I develop myself to be so much more confident? Like what Peter said, by reading books, by listening to CDs. We have to change ourselves to grow. I have so much. I'm excited about who I want to be. I'm excited about the person who I'm going to become because I know that every single day through our association and business, I will continue to become a better person. And so, I'm really appreciative that I have this opportunity to teach me how to do that. Otherwise, I don't know, I would have been the same complaining, Diana always complaining to her husband about, is this all we have in life? Is this how we're supposed to live, like this? And my husband so nicely would say, yes. How we're supposed to live. I said, no, I don't want to, and that's before I saw this opportunity. When I saw this opportunity, for me, it's a vehicle to become more and to have a better life for my future and for my family and for my friends. So with that, back to the host.
Woo! All right, so before that, we're all done for the night. Just a couple of reminders. Wasn't it, Diana, awesome?
Yes.
I'm so proud to be, her, one of her team, and Sita and everybody else. Sita, I'm so proud of, that she's in my team. And Yeow-Heng, Crossline, our Crossline is the best of the presenters, and Sunita and Sunny. So, and thank you so much for all of the presenter and the host, Ignacio and Doris. Always, we're thankful for them. So, for that, we're done. And just a couple of reminders. We have one team on Sunday evening, 7 to 8. And then we have, who's going to rock the house in the open meeting, guys? Yeow-Heng and Louis actually, they will be,
the king of and the queen in the open meeting. This Tuesday, guys, you have to come and you have to book, block the calendar, bringing money guests because everybody who's gonna come to see their plans, they're gonna sign up, and I guarantee that. So making money in this business is, so much fun, and for that, have a good night.
Awesome.
And then next week, no pay. And the following, yeah. And then Saturday we'll have something going on in our office. Yes. February 14th
at 10 a.m.
At 10. So yeah, I think the email will come. So have a good night, guys. Have fun.
Good. We went over a little bit. We tried to see on Times Square. So I was like,
Sophia, are you from here in Denver?
yes, born and raised.
Really? So many of you, a lot of people moved into Denver.
Yeah, I know. I think because of the new business that's brought it down.
That is 6 days. 8 out of 10 people moved into Denver. Okay, you think you had your fun tonight?
Yeah, I did. Learned a lot.
You had the best time. Very good visit. So,
Oh, definitely.
have you guys?
Well, yeah. We just clinics like really good. See, for Sunday? Yeah. Not for Sunday. Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, we did, definitely. Oh, my God. That was awesome. So, can you give me two? Yeah,
Oh, is it?
This is what I want to give you. Definitely do that. I'm supposed to try. You're asking something, but it's pretty valuable. Yeah.